Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you like this video, please feel free to like the video and also leave a comment on the bottom of the video if you want to talk about what I have to say. And I have there's a Nip Hussle song called Famous Lies and Unpopular Truths. So I'm just gonna get into it, bro, with these things in this boxing world, okay? And I know a lot of guys, even guys from the LDBC. I mean, you guys are my brothers, we're family and everything like that. And if I sound like a hater, forgive me. It is what it is. This is just the way I look at things. I look at patterns. I don't look at words. I look at patterns more than I do words. So let's start with just this top rank, these top ranked fighters, man. These top ranked fighters are like hilarious to me. It's like almost them. They work at a circus or something. They say one thing and then do another thing. And then when the person that is on quote unquote the other side of the fence calls them out on their BS, they're nowhere to be found. So let's start with Tyson Fury, man. Now Tyson Fury, he's trying to ride the wave and trying to come with all these different personas. First he came with the Creed persona, and now he came with the Lucha Libre persona, actually wearing a Lucha Libre mask. That didn't go down too well with Andy Ruiz, who called him out on the BS. But, shout outs to Phenom for bringing this news. But what happened is that the Bronze Bomber, the real champ, the real heavyweight champ, he called Tyson Fury out on his bluff, okay? And he's been saying what I've been saying a long time. Okay, I think this article was in Top Sports or something, where Deontay Wilder said Tyson Fury is an effing coward. Instead of taking the immediate rematch, he goes behind and hides behind Bob Arum in his top-ranked contract. Now, he walks around and parades around like he's getting $100 million or $80 million or $50 million, and he's not even getting that. Bob Arum even said he's not getting that. It's crazy. He said this boxing game is crazy. However, I'm just going to keep on doing me, and I'm going to just keep pursuing and fighting who they put in front of me. And again, I agree 110% with Deontay Wilder, okay? I really think and am of the opinion that something is going to come up and that Tyson Fury is going to find a way to wiggle out the fight. I don't care if there's a contract or anything involved. his actions have been showing that he does not want to fight Wilder. His actions have been showing that he'd rather fight a Volvo assembly line worker that he's fighting this weekend. Okay? And I'm going to tell you like this, man. I'm going to tell you something else. That's why Deontay Wilder didn't sign with Top Rank or the Zone. Because these contracts are often, are often puffed up. You know, they may say, oh, he's getting, he's stupid for turning down $100 million for 3 fights. When he's probably not going to get $100 million for 3 fights. You know, and so again, this shows what these promoters do to try to lure other fighters over there. You know, it shows what they try to do. They try to advertise these fake numbers in hopes of getting over the guy that they want, that everybody wants to see their guy fight. The reason why they do this is, I've said it in millions of videos. They want to control everything. Promoters want to control everything. They want to control A side, B side, C side, West side. So that's why they try to lure these fighters over. But some of these fighters, thank God, are very smart. And they're like, well, hell no. You know, I'm not going over there. And I'm not even guaranteed to fight this dude. You can sign me up for a 1-fight deal, and then we can go from there. And that's the way I look at it, you know. And so this is why I say they're very smart, man. And that Deontay Wilder was very smart in his decision making, you know. And then fans, or so-called fans, want to get on him for not signing with Top Rank or signing with the Zone, when the writing's on the wall, and Bob Arum even said Tyson Fury ain't going to get paid that much. At the end of the day, man, Tyson Fury, you know, he can threaten to sue Deontay Wilder all he wants to, man. He had no intention on fighting him. Okay, Deontay Wilder is probably thinking, you know, contingent upon Andrew Ruiz getting past Anthony Joshua, which I'm pretty sure he will, and I'm pretty sure he'll do it quicker this time. That you know, there's bigger fish to fry, and that undisputed is a very likely thing that can happen. You know, so no, I agree with Wilder 110% in his assessment. You know, it's just a Twitter finger. Okay. You know, this is the pattern I see with these top-ranked fighters. What these top-ranked fighters will do is, once they have a fight, they'll start calling out the dudes who you think they want to fight, but they don't really want to fight. But what they're doing is they're just using that fighter's name for clout. And that's just the reality. Okay? I guarantee you that Tyson Fury will probably say something back, because there's always been a war of words with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, but he's not thinking about fighting him. Okay? Prove me wrong. Okay? I would be very happy if they proved me wrong. I would be very, very content if they proved me wrong. But the way I look at it, man, I just don't see Tyson Fury taking that fight, for the simple fact that his family doesn't want him to take that fight. So what I'm gonna hear, I know for a fact, it's just him name dropping. Okay? And chances are, you know, Big Baby Miller may fight Tyson Fury next, because there's talk that he's signing to Top Rank. You know. Now let's move on. Vasyl Lomachenko, okay? I'm pretty sure Vasyl Lomachenko will go for the undisputed crown. Okay, I'm pretty sure he will do that, okay? And I'm pretty sure he'll get it. You know, I'm pretty sure that will occur. But now the question is, and this is the real question, and it's a sincere question, will Vasyl Lomachenko stay around at 135 long enough for either Devin Haney or Tank to get a crack at him? Because from the sounds of it, and this is per Bob Arum, what it sounds like he's going to do is he's going to go get undisputed, and then he's going to vacate the belts before he even fights Tank Davis or Devin Haney. Bob Arum even said, you know, and these are the words of Bob Arum, okay? Bob Arum even said that there's fights at 126 and there's also fights at 130 for Lomachenko. So, again, I'm going off of actions. I'm not going off of words. And if the intention well, let's rephrase that. I'm going off of intentions and going off of actions. So if Lomachenko does indeed get undisputed, fights the winner of Teofimo Richard Comey, right? And then decides to drop the belts, then I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say I told you so, but I'm going to say he took a page out of Tevin Farmer's book, because he's been calling out Tank for a long time, been saying that he wants to fight him, been telling Mayweather to please stop hiding your fighter from me. Even at one time told him that he has to move up to 135 to fight him. Now that he has moved up to 135 to fight him, we're going to see how game Playboy really is and see if he actually stays. And there's a chance, there's something telling me that he ain't going to stay at 135. Just something tells me that. So again, clout chasing at its finest. Twitter fingers at their finest. You know, there's a pattern with top-ranked fighters. And it seems like Shakur Stevenson is the only one who kind of like goes against that pattern. They'll say they want to fight these guys. They'll act like they you know, they're about the business. They're with this stuff. But then, you know, it's a complete like U-turn with them. And so we're seeing it again with all of them. And now what's also being said, I don't know how true this is, but this is also being said as well. It's also being said that, you know, Lomachenko may fight someone unranked. If he doesn't wait for the Comey Lopez fight, they said that he may fight an unranked dude from Europe. I don't know, because Bob Arum has expressed the desire of having Lomachenko fight everywhere in the world, since the fans want to see him fight everywhere in the world, or have the opportunity to see him, his overseas fans or whatever the case may be, right? So now let's move on to the next dude who has Twitter fingers. Been having Twitter fingers a lot lately too, man. And it's just like, okay, well, can have Twitter fingers, but do you have Twitter feet? Or do you have Twitter show up at Errol Spence Sean Porter fight? Or not? What is it? So again, Terence Crawford has a fight lined up with Mean Machine. But now, again, he's calling out Errol Spence on Twitter, saying y'all already know what y'all already know the fight I want, the fight that everybody wants to see. Again, clout chasing at its finest. Probably has no intention of fighting Errol Spence next. May even fight Jose Benavidez again, from what I'm hearing from the grapevine. But again, top-ranked tactics. Wait until these guys have a fight to call them out. Wait until you have a fight to call them out. And have no intention of actually fighting them. And again, we're seeing this with Terence Crawford and the rest of the guys I named. So, Bob Arum, he is slick as possum shit. But some people have caught on, and they look at the example of Timothy Bradley. They look at the example of Manny Pacquiao, and they're like, well, yeah, we're not going to be having no parts of that, right? And so, again, people catch on. And that's just what it is. And now, I'm just going to say this too, that that Manny Pacquiao is in no obligation to fight Terence Crawford, okay? Manny Pacquiao is thinking, and this is just a cold hard fact, Manny Pacquiao is thinking the only place this guy can sell out is Nebraska. This guy cannot sell out the T-Mobile Center. This guy cannot sell out Barclays. So why am I going to fight him? Why do I need to fight him when I can sell out Dallas Arena? Why do I need to fight him for something that, I was put through the ringer for? And what I mean by that is the financial ringer. So when these things are said, when these words are said and stuff like that, I just say, bro, you really don't have any intention on fighting them. You're just clout chasing like the rest, and you don't want to fight them. And even if you really did want to fight them, I don't think your promoter wants you to fight him, because when you think about it, that's the only thing he has is a WBO belt, okay? That's the only thing he has. And that's a bargaining tool for him. And so that's why you see these guys, Mean Machine, and all these other guys lining up to fight him, because of the simple fact that they will fight for a belt under any circumstances, even if the venue is not conducive to them getting their name recognized. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Because the way I look at it, and I'm going to be at the fight, best believe, I'm going to be at the fight. I'm going to be in full effect. And hopefully I'm going to have press credentials at the Spence Porter fight, Hopefully those things are coming. I already applied for them. I'm going to send another email, and hopefully I get them. But here's another thing. Okay? If you really want the fight, and I'm talking to all three of them, If you guys really want the fight that you claim you guys want, then I should see you on the next thing smoking at the Spence Porter fight, because there's a high probability Deontay Wilder's going to be there. There's a high probability Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be there. And there's a high probability that Errol Spence wouldn't mind if you jump in the ring with him after the fight, granted that he's victorious. You know? And I'm just going to leave it at that. And, you know, I have to throw something else in. You know, you're chasing allegedly you're chasing a Spence fight. But I'm going to be real with you. I don't even think you can beat your Dennis Ugas. You know? Now, granted, amateurs is different from the pros. I mean, hell, Sean Porter beat Usyk in the amateurs. So it's way different. Way, way different. It's like comparing apples to oranges. But I'm looking at stylistically, and Ugas is a longer fighter, a rangier fighter, will beat you to the counter, throws volume. The only thing he lacks is, of course, power. He's not really that, I'm just going to be real, he's feather-fisted. But he would be a very difficult fight for Terence Crawford. And, you know, instead of calling these guys out who have fights, why don't you fight Ugas, who's looking for a fight right now? Why don't you fight Kell Brook, who is looking to fight you right now? Okay? But no, you want to fight Mean Machine. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now, man. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts on the bottom. Let me know what you think of this situation. And hell, let me know if I sound like a hater. Let me know if you think I'm reaching. Or let me know if you think I have some valid arguments and valid reasons for my arguments. Fula signing out. Njara.